Oh, I get what you're saying now. Bye.
What's going on, y'all?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Empire After Show. I am your host, Jaleesa Lachey, and I am joined here by my wonderful co-hosts,
Melvin Jackson Jr.
and Jabbar Lewis.
We're so excited to be back here again tonight. Empire After Show, tweet, go on Facebook, tell a friend, hashtag Empire After Show, thestream.tv, and join the conversation with us. Let us know what you thought about. Well, we're doing a 2-in-1 special, so we're talking about last night's episode and last week. So make sure you have your friends come and join in on the conversation. But before we get into that, Melvin and I, we had the chance to catch up with one of our favorite Empire stars last night. We attended the new edition red carpet premiere, which Melvin is actually in the series. Do we call it a film?
Yeah, film. It's a film. It's a
so
movement.
Melvin is in it. He'll be playing Curtis Blow, so we have to support him in January. But we were at the red carpet premiere last night, and we got the chance to catch up with Brashear Gray.
Yes.
Hakeem, as we know him.
How is he? Is he Hakeem or is he Brashear?
He was, I don't know. What would you say?
I think he was Hakeem last night a little bit, you know.
A little
bit.
He definitely has the aura of like someone who comes from like a lion family. Like he gives off, you could tell definitely Hakeem is a part of probably his vibe. But it was cool. He seemed cool. We talked about, I joked with him, I was like, Hakeem don't know how to hold a baby? What's that about? Like, but he gave a good explanation. You know, he said, we're supposed to see the evolution kind of Hakeem as a father. And so having him start off so drastically not knowing how to hold a child, we'll be able at the end of the season to see kind of that growth and really be like, oh, look at him.
And
look
he showed
at
a little
what he's
growth when he was touching Tiana's hair, trying to braid. He was like, I have a daughter now. So
Yes,
yeah.
we got to talk about them because they had a lot going on. But yeah, it was cool. So it was nice to catch up with him. He's playing Michael Bivens.
Yes, Michael Bivens, yep.
Yes, and Melvin is playing Curtis Blow. So make sure y'all check that out January 24th and 25th.
And 26.
And 26.
We got 3 nights.
It's a 3 nights. It's like a three-part series. So make sure y'all check that out. But let's get into these Empire shows. So much in these 2 episodes going on with everybody. Let's get started with talking a little bit about the relationship. So Tiana and Nessa, which was interesting because we haven't really seen them interact like that.
Right.
They've been kind of having their own little storyline. So we saw a little bit of, could we call it friendly composition?
No.
Nah, it was.
Nessa had a plot the whole time. Yeah. She knew what she was doing the entire time. She's just like her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, for me, it was a moment where I kind of started to dislike Nessa. Because I'm like, come on, girl, you can't be about women empowerment.
Right.
And then you acting like that. But a part of me was kind of happy that Tiana was exposed for being a diva.
Yeah.
Because she takes it a little bit too far, and that was just a lot. But can we address this woman who was leading the show and all... like how racist she was being? That was crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, but I just like how Cookie flipped it on her, and it became something different, and then kind of became the empowerment of black women and beautiful they are. So I think that sometimes you have to kill some negative energy with some positive energy, and you know, hey, it all came out and worked for the better cause.
Well, she tried. Andre had to do some damage control.
He had to check her. But I like that they're addressing kind of that idea of crossing over from who you are as a black artist to trying to go more mainstream and what that means, because the reality is a lot of times these conversations are happening.
Exactly.
And artists are being told, straighten your hair or do this. So I like that they tackled that a little bit. Tiana and Hakeem. We're seeing that coming back.
How do you feel? You like that?
I don't trust Tiana, and I've grown kind of like I like Hakeem this season. I think she sees it more as an opportunity to even further expand her brands because she saw that the fans like Tiana and Hakeem, and I don't know how genuine she is.
Yeah.
And he wants to introduce her to his daughter.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I don't trust anything Hakeem does this season. or anybody he's into for that matter. He jumps from bandwagon to bandwagon, who's hot, who's not. So I don't care.
I mean, he always had a thing for Tiana. I think it was when she was with the girl. That's kind of what kind of threw him a left hook on him. We'll see.
And then Nessa and Andre.
Yeah, that's an interesting couple.
They are ride. That whole ride or die that people be talking about on Twitter. That is dumb. That is dumb. They do way too much. Way too much.
To be such a new relationship, they're doing so much. Like I see that relationship if it was with Rhonda and Andre, but this is with Nessa. She's brand new to the whole situation. Right. It was like Rhonda died, Nessa came in the picture, now they like buddy. Something we didn't even see with Rhonda. So that's.
Well, speaking of that, Rhonda came back. Yes. So Ghost Rhonda is back, y'all. Ghost Rhonda is back. We thought she disappeared. She did not disappear. Ghost Rhonda is back.
Still didn't have a funeral, but she's back.
Even creepier than before because we see he's like holding her on the beach and stuff, but he has to let her go.
Well, it was interesting how when he let her go or she walked away, he took off the ring. So you remember I was talking about the ring, like why he still have the ring on? Now it's like that was the let go. But she left him with a mission. She said, you need to take care of Anika. And kill the baby.
No, did she say that?
Yeah.
Wait, we need to fact check that.
Yeah, because I was like, she was like, because she was like, I want you to hurt her, and I want you to kill the baby.
Oh, see, Andre's about to try to get.
So that's why I was like, did I hear that right?
Andre is not about to kill no baby, y'all.
Andre, because we didn't talk about them yet. Exactly. Andre want to get himself killed.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I do like that came back up because we're like, hello, Anika killed your wife. What is going on? Why do you guys still have a relationship? Like, what is going on with that? And then speaking of that, Anika and Lucious, you called it. Jabbar called it. He was like, they're going to be messing with each other again.
How about the mom? Oh, my, how about the mom? That was hilarious. She said, so what are you doing? She's like, I'm doing what you're doing, but I'm cleaning up.
With a vacuum.
The mom is doing too much. And y'all grown. Lock the door. Y'all grown people, y'all grown folk. That house is too big.
And that beautiful dining room table, last episode, we didn't even get to talk about that. Was trying to get it on that table.
Which was hilarious. After she was breaking all the expensive vases and all the things in there. And Lucious was losing it, but he was kind of turned on in a creepy way. Like Lucious needs to figure out what's going on. But speaking of that, Lucious and his mom.
Yeah.
Do we trust the mom? Is she really working with Lucious to throw off the feds, or is she telling Lucious that's what she's doing, but actually working with the feds? I don't know.
I think she's trying to do her own story right now. She's just trying to do something for herself, because her going to, what's his name, Tariq?
Yeah.
Tariq, and then going, I thought she was all for Tariq until he put that tie around her neck, and then she was like, I always loved you, Mom. I was like, I didn't know what to feel.
Yeah, I was like, did he want to kill her?
Yeah. That was weird, too.
Yeah,
the tie around her neck was a little weird. It was a good twist to kind of see that they're working with each other, and she's helping Lucious. We don't know. Maybe she isn't. That's what it looks like she's doing. So we'll see that, I guess, more to come. In March, we're going on a hiatus. So we'll find out in March.
You know what's crazy is that sometimes you like Lucious because the character is so, like, it's just something.
I agree.
But then when you hate him because you're like, dang, he's so, like, to his son. But I just like how he has those moments where he's compassionate and he's like, yeah, I may be a cold-hearted SOB, but this is what got you guys here. Like, he's always reminding him, like, if it wasn't for me, you guys wouldn't have what you have. Maybe you're too privileged. But it's just like, I just think that's a great character. Like, as an actor,
is he really compassionate, or
he has moments.
Does he usually do things
out of spite
or to benefit himself?
Absolutely.
And he masks it as compassion. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
I know the answer. Lucious is full of himself. He just want to make Empire go like to the top of like beating everyone. You know.
What about what he did to his brother Tariq? He blew him up, but Tariq deserved that.
Yeah, that was dope.
Absolutely.
He absolutely deserved that because he should have. Why am I losing a word? He should have disclosed to his partners and to his boss that Lucious was his brother.
Exactly.
So he came in there and he blew him up and then handed him the dad's badge. What do we think is Tariq's issue, spite with Lucious, really about him not having a relationship with the father, or is this some family secret that we might not know about yet?
I think the main thing is the father. Like, that he didn't have the time to get to know his father, and he felt like because of Lucious' mom or him, and he didn't get that. So, but it may be something else because it's like, well then, but why are you mad at him? And why are you trying to bring him down instead of like saying, let's work this out? You just never understand like
Maybe
why.
Empire's gonna do what they did with Cookie, bring in their father, and we know with the full backstory between her and her father. Maybe they're gonna do the same thing with Lucious. So maybe come March and going forward, we'll get that.
Yeah, don't be mad, Tariq, that your mama was a side chick. Don't be mad at that because Lucious ain't have nothing to do with that. Now, we have to address Lucious and Miss Felicia Rashad.
Goddess.
They're building like this little evil kind of friendship going on. I love it.
That scene in the Ferris wheel was dope. Like that was a great moment. Like,
Where were they at? Like a carnival?
yeah.
Why did Lucious have the balloons? Like
They
what
were
was that
at
about?
the fair.
The people's
ball.
Yeah, the people's ball. I'm like, okay, Felicia Rashad and Lucious might work together. I liked how she kind of beat him to his game, had him do something, and then backed out of it. But then he got her with what's the story with Angelo?
Yeah. DUI and
he had a DUI and he left the girl drowning. Empire is so dramatic. It's so dramatic. Like, who is the woman? What are we gonna find out about that? And then Cookie and Angelo.
Yeah.
I'm feeling them right now.
I love them.
She stood up for her man. I like that. You know?
In the beginning of the episode, when she came in and they were all trying to attack Angelo, the people was trying to attack Angelo.
Yeah.
And Cookie was like, "Look, I did 17 years. I'm a real girl, and I wouldn't be with him if he wasn't real." He came and she saved the day.
Yeah, she saved the day, and we've seen so much growth with Cookie from when we first saw her that first season, fresh out of jail. We've just seen her grow as a woman, but also as a mom. You know, her relationship with Jamal and how that's evolved in like these past 2 episodes. It was deep. It's been really heavy. And when Jamal was gonna perform and she gave him the pills, I was like, damn it, Cookie. Are you really going to do that to him? But then she redeemed herself by sending him to rehab.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. I had a moment. I was like, man, I don't get in the moment because it's like, he's like, don't do this to me. And he's like, son, you got to go. And that's a real situation to where a person doesn't feel like they have a problem. They feel like, yeah, I can get through it. But it takes that support system like, no, bro, you got to do it. This is what you have to do. It's for you. Because he can't get off the pills in order to perform. So, you know, I think that was an important message that, you know, addiction is a problem and you have to have a good support system or it will take you under.
And I am glad the Empire writers addressed that because I definitely think, especially among like our generation, younger generation, you see a lot of substance abuse, alcohol, drugs, whatever it is, and you're just used to it. It's your friends, and you're like, oh, that's what they do. They pop pills before we go to the concert, or they do this. But it's like, at what point do you realize that it's an actual issue?
Right.
And that's what they're addressing and tackling with Jamal by having him go to rehab and by making that such an emotional scene and having everyone there with him. But great acting, Jussie Smollett. Like that was definitely a moment that touched me as well. But let's get into this music. The music.
Excellent. This music has been fire. Like I think this music is trying to top the first season music right now. That music's
absolutely.
Been fire.
They're coming for like their iTunes and they're trying to get their Spotify streams. Like they're not playing. They're like, we got these partnerships. We need to step it up. First of all, shout out to Nessa with the Black Girl Magic.
Yeah. Great.
I love the song. I love the song. And I loved it because when the woman, like the creative director or whoever the white woman was, the creative director, when she said, oh, you know, I better be able to go through that hair with a fine tooth comb. I feel like that was a moment that so many women of color related to because there's been, until recently, I feel like we've been embracing our hair a little bit more, but there's been this whole perception of like curly hair, kinky hair is unprofessional, it's tacky, like it's not sleek, it's not a nice look, and I'm glad that they brought that out there. And she came out and said, I'm proud of the motherland. She brought color, she brought all her African roots to the performance, and it was amazing. So I'm like, go ahead, girl, with your hair.
That was an excellent performance.
Yeah.
And song.
Because I'm not straightening my hair for nobody. And I actually need to add that to my little Spotify favorite list. If y'all got Spotify, no bias. Shout out to Tidal and Apple Music. But if you have Spotify, they got a dope little favorite feature that I really, really, really like. Yes. Jamal did a song for his dad.
You're cold man.
Yes. Was that a tribute?
Got the mama song and the daddy song.
Yeah.
He said, oh, well, you said, oh, I did a song for mom, so I did one for you.
Lucious, one of the songs, he was like, next time you make a song, it better be about me. All right, there you go.
He said the whole album he putting the family business out there. They gonna go to jail. Y'all have the feds on you. You cannot be putting it out there talking about he lied about his mom and stuff.
Right.
Especially when they have the feds on them. Which, side note, I don't love the feds storyline. I feel like they don't have nothing.
Nothing.
They don't have nothing.
What y'all looking
They
for?
were there at the restaurant and they were like, I'm going in. And the little lady was like, I'm like, y'all don't have anything. They have an email and they have this video.
So what they looking for?
That Shine gave them. Well, I think he's trying to set him up for the murder of Frida Gat's dad.
Right.
But it's like they have Shine working with him, but then Shine was smooth. Shine used that to his advantage so that he could step in and make his power move and go for that throne, which I really, really love. So shout out. That was a smart move.
But how smart was Andre though to know, like, he's like, listen, we saw 2 weeks ago that before this that you already liquidated your assets and everything, like, so you already knew it was coming, and he was like, well, let's work together.
Andre's tripping. Andre said, until we killed my father.
And look, and broke the fourth wall and was like,
Andre is tripping. Andre is like trying to be a murderer. Like, he wants to get rid of Anika and Lucious. He wants the Empire throne so badly, but I can't help but to question, like, what happens when you get there? What do you really have?
Right.
Rhonda's gonna disappear
like, what do you have?
from
Because
you.
you're already rich.
Exactly.
You lost your wife.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll lose and break up your family. So what will you really have if you win the Empire?
He's gonna go mental.
Men in y'all egos. That's what, if it was a family full of sisters, there would be no Empire drama to that level. It'd be something.
It'd be cat fights.
It'd be something small.
Probably wouldn't be no empire.
Yes. But thank you so much for joining us, y'all. Make sure y'all comment. YouTube. We'll see them. We'll engage with you all. Follow us, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We love to talk about Empire. So let us know if you have any questions, and let's talk about that. And don't forget to subscribe to stream.tv so you could get more of the Empire After Show. So what do we think is going to happen with the future of the music of Empire? Is Frida Gat's really going to make her comeback? Like, what do we think is going to go on when we come back from this hiatus?
It's a lot going on. It's just so much going on.
You never
with
know.
Music. You don't
Like,
know.
is Nessa going to be the new Tiana? Is she going to take over that role?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like her. I like her more than Tiana.
Yeah, absolutely. Nessa knows who she is. She put Andre in check. We talked about that. She put Andre in check, saying, look, I'm not going to baby you. You're going to have to get this over by yourself. I'm going to be right there with you.
And Tiana was willing to straighten her hair and wear that outfit for that show. And Nessa was like, no, I'm not doing it. Oh my gosh, y'all, Andre cut the little girl hair. That is
That's
not
what
cool.
I was talking about. He had to do some damage control to get that racist lady, to be like, you putting.
And when he said, oh, I see why you like your daughter hair, I was like, is he threatening his child? But then when I saw that they cut her hair off, I'm like, that's crazy. It'll grow back though. She was freaking out. He didn't even cut it that short. It's not like he left
It was
her
patchy
bald.
though. It was a little patchy.
It was a little cute little bob for a little girl. It went to a grow bag. So it's like, come on. But I really did I'm glad the Empire writers tackled that. I appreciated that scene because I also thought it was very authentic for the woman to say, like, I have preference. It's not a prejudice. Or, you know, I feel this. I let these black kids swim in my pool. I'm not a racist. And I think it's important to tackle that because I do think that there are people who don't believe that they're being prejudiced or they're being racist.
Because they don't know.
But you are.
Yeah.
But you are when you expect people to change to what you think is beauty or what you think is right. Exactly.
I went to all white high school, and a lot of them with the hair and stuff and little things like that, they just don't know because they've never been around it.
Yeah,
so when you
some
got to
people don't know.
educate them, I'm like, you think you're not racist because you hang around me, but if you think about what you're saying, think of like reverse the roles. I always have to tell people that. You know?
Yeah, so I appreciate them for tackling that, and I think it was a very authentic and very natural for people. But let's get into some of these Twitter shout outs.
Yes.
People, I love it. Like, Twitter keeps me happy when I watch Empire. I don't even know if I could
The
do
memes
Empire.
are great up there. The gifts.
The gifts are what get me. I really wish, we need to figure out how to show the gifts on Empire because the gifts get me. So Empire Fox, I've been loving their tweets. They've been a little more just funnier and engaging for me. Jamal finally made it on stage. He tried to trick us.
He did.
Cause he turned around like he was stressed out, and I was like, Jamal.
That's I was
You
like,
better
it's
bring
a
your
wrap.
ass on a stage. Like the cookie
typical
came
black
out of me.
mother.
Yes, you better go on that stage. He came out in an all snow white. I was
That
like,
coat, one. Let's bring that back. That coat Cookie had on, that white coat. I need that. That was
that white fur Cookie had on
Yeah.
was pretty popping. But Jamal did it. He finally did it.
Yeah.
And they had that cool little virtual reality kind of therapy that his boo was doing. First of all, wait, why isn't that his boo? Why isn't that his boo? He's cute.
I don't know. Is he just gonna be coming there because he want to genuinely help Jamal, or is he just?
I don't know, but Jamal needs to get with that. He needs to get on that before
You don't
somebody,
like him and the producer
somebody
together?
else do. No, I like this like friend that's helping him. I like this new boo. I'm feeling him. So yeah, Jamal finally made it on stage. We're happy. He's back, kind of, not really, because he's going to
perform
rehab.
that song with him and Lucious.
but he'll be back. And then a lot of the cast were tweeting too. So we had Gabby Sidibe. She was tweeting a lot. And she tweeted, which was actually really funny because she had a gif of Nene Leakes from Atlanta Housewives. Andre be taking things too far. You ain't killing nothing. Even Rhonda had to take out Uncle Vernon. Rest in peace, Vernon. That's true. Like, Andre, he's crazy, but Rhonda did the dirty work. So I think the success of what he wants to do is really going to depend on how much Nessa is really willing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, she was willing to put the dress on fire, but is she willing to set up Lucious to be killed? I don't know.
I always say, look at who she's surrounded by. Her
True.
brother is a thug.
Yeah.
She's used to that lifestyle. So I don't know. Maybe a March. We'll
But
see.
I feel like she wasn't really cool with how Sean behaves either. I
That
don't
is
know.
true.
We'll see. Like, let us know what you think. Tweet us. Is Nessa really a ride or die? Is she down to do whatever? Is she down to kill Bella, y'all? Is Nessa about to kill Bella? We need to know. We need to see what's going on. But Gabby really had me cracking up because she was just tweeting all through the show, and I feel like she doesn't always do that. So I guess she really enjoyed these episodes. But she said, y'all see how the real Taraji low-key dropped her book title during this speech. That's a G move. Hashtag Around the Way Girl. So if people who don't know, Taraji does have her book out, Around the Way Girl. And it's kind of like a memoir, I guess you can call it.
I read like a chapter of it, and it's excellent. It talks about like her audition process and what Tyler Perry has done for her, and just
He got exactly. He got her quote that she, her first quote
shameless
she
self-plug.
she was saying Benjamin Button. She didn't really get nothing really. She didn't get paid anything close to what Brad Pitt and them were getting.
Oh, I would imagine that though.
But I mean, just it was like just not even the number she thought. She got the call from her manager was like, we couldn't get more, more. So she kind of, I think she had to pay for her own housing too or something. So
crazy, which is crazy.
And she got nominated for an Oscar for that, but that still didn't translate in dollars for her until Tyler Perry she did a movie.
Another issue that needs to be addressed: equal pay for women.
Now she's getting over $100,000 per episode.
She's good. She's good. Taraji's good. But yeah, that was a good plug. And then Empire, they do a good job at sharing with us the fashion, showing us what's going on. I mean, we talked about it, but even the Empire writers agree we can't get enough of Cookie's coat.
I think it's Fendi.
That all whites?
It's Fendi. It has to be.
But can I be clean in that?
No, you can't go nowhere. You don't let nobody hug you. Nothing. Don't
Girls that had their makeup on your white coat.
Do the air hug. Hey, all right, that's far enough.
Like, you would get anything. You lean on something. You brush up against somebody. And like, you would mess that up. You got to take that to the cleaners. That's not cheap. I just have so many, like, actual questions about this. But yeah, that coat was very fly. I don't even think, we didn't see what her outfit was under that because you don't need to.
You don't.
With a coat like that.
Never.
Definitely need a coat like that right now if you're in Chicago or New York.
I got to fly to Chicago.
Like, it's really cold there. And Jussie Smollett, Jamal, who we love, he was tweeting as well. And he tweeted, Lucious just ruined Tariq's whole life in one move.
Yeah.
Hashtag Empire. Lucious came, if this was chess, he came with that one move that is like checkmate on that king. Queen, king.
Check making that queen.
On that king. He's straight, like that was, all the fans were like, what is that? They're brothers. Like, what's going on? So I'm sure the next episode he's really gonna get his behind handed to him because of that.
Yeah.
And some of the publications, they also tweet as well. And so you all know Star premiered last night after Empire, which is also a Lee Daniels show. And Hollywood Reporter, they announced that Lee Daniels' Empire and Star will cross over. So Lucious is going to make some appearances in Star. We saw the preview with him and Lenny Kravitz. Melvin really liked that scene. So that's going to be...
with the 3-month break, I think Lee Daniels didn't want anybody to forget Empire. So that's a smart move on him to integrate the shows together. So we'd be like, oh, Empire's still right there. I think that was smart. And
just have the music. So he's probably going to try to take over that whole idea even of those music, like, original series. And tying them together is cool, though. It's interesting because if anything were to ever happen with Empire, if it was to get canceled, they guarantee. They are good. And, you know, we don't just want to share from the cast. We had some of our viewers checking in with us on Twitter as well. So we had Deontay. I hope I'm saying your name right. Beautiful. But she tweeted at Empire Fox, when Andre told Nessa he has bipolar disorder, and the part when Rhonda and Andre said goodbye to one another. Empire, Andre. Those were intense moments, but I kind of knew Nessa was going to stay with Andre. I knew she would. First of all, was Andre napping? Like, what was he doing? When she was like, Andre, are you okay?
Yeah,
and he turns
weird.
around and he's like, I'm having that moment, thinking about killing people. Like, not to joke about bipolar, because it is a serious disorder. So I'm not joking about that. It's just Andre acting was funny to me in that moment. But it's cool. Nessa's really down for him. And I like how she said, you need to learn how to deal with this on your own. Because Rhonda babied him. And you have to let him kind of deal with that illness on his own. We had some more tweets from Empire Fox and the writers. So shout out to them. Of course, we love Empire at the Empire After Show. Cookie is handling business. You better get yourself ready for the fall finale on Wednesday at 8. With the shot of her, Tay Diggs, and Miss Felicia Rashad, they going to make him a mayor. And Lucious is supportive of the campaign. He said New York needs another black mayor. So he's showing some kind of support. But then...
He did his thing.
Then he brought the reporter, I don't know, Lucious. We don't know what to believe. We don't trust you. We don't trust you anymore.
And how about the reporter was the guy from Luke Cage? Yeah.
I didn't peep.
Yeah. He was the crooked cop on Luke Cage.
I didn't peep. All right, same actor. Yeah, being crooked.
Right.
They need to put you in another bucket. Empire writers, they tweeted, you know, award season is coming up. So a lot of all the shows, shout out to all of the diversity that we're seeing across the award shows
compared to
already.
This year,
compared to Oscar So White, we're seeing a lot of diversity this year. So
happy.
shout out to everyone doing their thing. But the Empire's writers tweeted, congratulations to Terrence Howard and Taraji, of course. They were nominated for Outstanding Actor and Actress in a Drama Series for the Image Awards. And also had Queen Sugar, Luke Cage,
Excellent.
Power, This Is Us, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, Underground.
It's hard. I couldn't even choose that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yes, all amazing shows. But of course, here at the Empire After Show, we're biased. So make sure you tune into Empire and then the Empire After Show. But yeah, so shout out to them. Congratulations to the cast. There's still more nominations coming out, so we'll see what's going on there. We have Raven Kiara. Her at Melanin Poppin'. Felicia Rashad is serving style right now. She's so graceful.
She reminds me of my grandma. My grandma is just classy.
Yes.
You know, she gonna come through her she has a fur coat on just like Cookie. One of those type fur coats in the winter, and you don't know what's underneath it, but when she takes it off, it's this nice little suit she got on.
Yes.
I love you, Grandma.
And I love it because I feel like Felicia Rashad, she's still viewed as sexy and has that sex appeal, but still has great.
She doesn't age either.
You can do both, ladies. You can have grace, and you can also still have sex appeal.
I want to see her with a man.
Yes, they need to give Angela. That's a good one. Hashtag Angelo Mom need a boo. Give Felicia Rashad a boo on Empire. We're gonna send Melvin for that audition.
Hey, listen, I'll be the youngster.
Make it happen. Make it happen. And in addition to Taraji and I want to say Lucious, because I feel like Terrence Howard and Lucious are the same person, but Terrence Howard and Taraji, Jussie Smollett, Jamal, and Andre, Just Trey, were also nominated for an Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series for the Image Awards. I'm glad Trey was nominated because Andre plays no games. He
Yeah.
takes his acting very, very seriously. I feel like even in moments where they're a little more relaxed.
Even I saw a video, I think it was on Jesse's page, of him. Taraji was like joking around with Hakeem, and you just saw Lucious right there, just not caring about any of the jokes that was going around him. He was so into the scene, so he takes his character.
Yeah, I love when the cast shows that kind of behind the scenes, what
Mhm.
goes on. You can definitely tell that they're completely into their roles and their characters and
Very
who they are.
immersed, yeah.
Jamal, Jesse Smollett tweeted what we said, what Melvin said as well. Like, God, I love this scene with Felicia Rashad and Terrence Howard. It's such a dope moment. Such a dope moment to see them together, the way it was shot.
Right.
They were in the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Like, that line is usually long, so they got fooled. I feel like the Ferris wheel line be long. But yeah, it's so dope to see Terrence Howard, Felicia Rashad.
Yeah.
So much amazing cast on Empire this season. We're loving it. Like, Empire's giving us everything we need.
You know what I want to figure out, and maybe this we can do this, is find out why they killed Rhonda. Like, what was there something that just was like she was ready to leave, or was just like was
I
it
feel
more of a
like
creative
Rhonda's
decision?
Character was very flat. There was nothing round about her. It was nothing that we was like, oh, we need her in there. So it was so easy to kill her off. Only thing was tied with her was Andre. So the ghost aspect of it, because since Rhonda did do everything for all the dirty work for Andre, we really didn't need her.
I think too, they didn't really have a, oh my gosh, shocking moment in Empire. And so when you're approaching your third season, you kind of need to add that shock factor to your viewers. And no one expected, like we thought, oh, both of them survived. Maybe Andre grabbed them. No one really thought that they were going to kill a character off, and especially a main character. So I think it was also that shock factor to get people talking about Empire and get that buzz going. But let us know what y'all think. Tweet us. Why did they kill Rhonda? Rhonda Ghost is still around, so she still has a job. So why did they get rid of Rhonda? Let us know what you think, and we'll talk about it and catch up in March.
Oh, this is our last time
I know.
here for a while.
For a
We'll be back.
while. We have a couple of
We'll
months.
still tweet. We still do our little YouTube videos and stuff.
Yes, we'll still tweet,
Yes.
so make sure you follow us and check in with the stream.tv. We'll have other shows that you can catch up on while Empire's on hiatus. And have a wonderful holiday season. Happy holidays, everyone. Please
Thank you,
be
guys.
safe travels. And until next time, until March.